What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I got my boys on with me, man. We're gonna talk about our experience in trucking. We all with the Snyder together. Uh, we're gonna just get into it and just let y'all know what we went through as truckers. So, what's going on, y'all?
Much. Just chilling.
Just chilling, man.
Yeah,
Just
same
chilling.
here.
My other partner don't want to put his business out there, so y'all just bear with me and all that on that. So we just gonna kind of wing it. But yeah, he want to keep his life a little private, so I can understand.
Yeah, just know I look better than both of them.
All right, so what's been going on in y'all life, man?
Well, for me, been a good minute since I left Snyder. I bounced around a little bit because honestly, at this age, I still don't know what I want to do, but I need to settle down and actually do something. But right now, I'm in repo, towing in repo. So if you ain't paying your stuff, you might get to meet me.
Oh shit! Damn! Dang! So y'all be on the lookout for that, cause boy, ooh, what towing company? If you want to tell us, what towing company is that?
I'm just gonna say I'm down here in Killeen, so but I do go a lot of places outside of this area. So don't think just because I'm in Killeen that I won't come find you.
Yeah. All right, so like you do like strictly repo and stuff, or is it like towing recovery like roadside? Is it straight up repos?
No, so I do towing as well. I don't do the roadside assistance. So if you call somebody to change a tire or bring you gas, you will never see me.
Yeah. Y'all already know my boy JL405 Life, man. We did a video not too long ago. What's going on with you, bro?
Not much. Just working. Living the American dream.
Yeah, for real. So we're just gonna talk about our little experience we had at Snyder. I could say I had a pretty good experience, but we all end up leaving. I left because of the money purposes, and I'm not gonna go too deep, but it just wasn't a good fit for me like I thought it was gonna be. You know, it was a good experience, so I'm kind of glad I went. You know, I had nothing bad to say about them. It's just money for me. That's pretty much it. Like why I left and all that. So, what y'all think?
Honestly, that was one of the big things for me too, was money. The amount of work versus what I was getting paid. In my mind, math wasn't mathing. So
yeah.
And then they definitely, like, I don't know if they got better with it, but they like when I was there, they wasted a lot of my time and I didn't get compensated for it. And time is money.
Yeah. Exactly.
The same here. You remember, Gerard, you remember North Point? We waiting there 8 or 9 hours and get paid for it in Houston?
Oh yeah, that right there. And you caught that at least once a week.
Yeah, you said at North Point, that's a Houston Coca-Cola plant. Sit there for like 9 to 10 hours, don't get paid for it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Y'all was on the Coca-Cola account, right? I remember that. Yeah.
And then you'll catch a violation. You sit there, you wait, and you can catch a violation because you sitting back there waiting to get loaded up, because most of our trailers were never preloaded like they were supposed to be. And you run out of time, you call them, tell them, hey, I'm finna bust clock, and they like, oh well, just slow roll it out. But as you know, most of our trucks, as soon as you tap the gas, violation. So you might as well just roll it up out of there and count it as a loss, because you're gonna sit there.
Yeah. Yep. I remember when I had and the storm came, that was like early 2021. I don't know if anybody watching remember that. So we had that ice storm, all the trucks was all on the road. We had all graduated around that time. And I didn't even get started for like 2 or 3 weeks. Like I was on the Walmart account and I waited on them to call. I'm like, damn, do I still got a job? Like, when they gonna call me, tell me to come to work? And I was like, man, so
they called me right away just to let me know that Coke said that they weren't really moving products like that.
Yeah.
They was waiting till things cleared up and they, have us on the road as soon as possible. Granted, I mean, for me, I think that was, I want to say it was about a good five business days after I got that call that I actually got back on the road to go and pick up my truck.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, same here, but they didn't call me. I had to call them. Then they told me to show up the following Monday. And me, JD, and a couple more people showed up.
Hotels is nice though. I know that. Hotels, man, that bed, boy. I didn't want to get up at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning most days. Shit.
Yeah. So how was your experience when the classroom? Did we stay the whole first week in the classroom? I can't remember. Did we?
I think so.
Yeah, that whole first week was all classroom stuff. It was basically in processing. They took what is it? It took hair samples. Hair sample urinalysis. If you had anything that you weren't clear for, they see what they could do to help you, or if you were just gonna have to, find somebody else, or whatever the case may have been. With some people they tried to help. I know a couple of people had sleep apnea. He wound up getting sent home because his was too bad.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I remember that. Wasn't the doctors there? Didn't they come and do the drug test and everything there, right?
Everything on site,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was right on site. That was like the first day or second day, wasn't it?
Yeah, first day, I believe.
Yeah, I remember that.
First day.
Yeah, and then we had to take that damn test.
I know. I took the wrong one.
Yep. That shit, boy, that was something else. That whole test and all that was.
I mean, the hardest one is the one about the I think the ELD test.
Yeah.
That was the hardest one. All the rest of it was hard.
And then I remember, they kind of tried to scare us though. Like, oh, if you don't pass this, you going home and all that. Man, everybody was helping each other out during that test day. Like, I don't know why y'all even bringing that up.
I know. I remember.
Man, they gotta try to scare you. But I mean, honestly, who was that? We met drivers that was already there, and all they really did was they told them they recycled people they sent them home, but they brought them back like a week later.
Yeah,
try to pass it again.
Yeah, yep. And then another thing I didn't like, the steel-toe boots. I had about 2 or 3 pairs of steel-toe boots, and we got there. Oh, you gotta buy them. They gonna take wasn't like $50 out your check.
Yeah.
Get there, and I'm like, man, I got a whole bunch of boots at the house. It don't matter. You ain't got them with you now. Yeah. Yeah. That dude.
Hey, let me tell you, they had some ugly ass choices in boots too.
Heck yeah, they did. They sure did.
I still got mine. I still wear them to this day.
I still got mine too. And you know what? I wear a size 13. And I told him I would wear a 14 because I wanted to see if he didn't. I was trying to make him seem like I didn't think they were gonna have a size 14.
Yeah.
Oh, here you go. I got a 14. I'm like, damn. Took them, but I still got mine today. I really pretty much use them like it's like yard boots or something like that. But they do all right. They just don't look good though.
Man, them boots was uncomfortable, and I got rid of them. As soon as I got my truck, I went and bought me some boots.
You did?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Man, them boots was the equivalent to Urkels.
Yep.
I'll tell you what I do have. I got them ice cleats they gave us. Them things is still useful to this day.
Ice cleats?
Yeah, I think it was ice cleats.
Yeah, you didn't get the ice cleats?
Nope.
Yeah, they slip-ons like whatever shoe you got on, you can just slip them over the top of that shoe, and they got the little spikes at the bottom. But I tell you what, while everybody was around there slipping and sliding, I was walking comfortably.
You got a driving test. Mine's you know, when I first started driving with Snyder, not the driving part, but the school part at Snyder, I was hitting every curve every time I turn, and I ain't know why.
Yeah. Damn.
He was like, the trainer told me, like, I don't know about you, guy. You keep hitting all these curves. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Because
So,
at that time,
I honestly
I didn't know the back trailer, when you slide the tandems, the turn rate has changed. Because when I took my CDL test, it was slid all the way to the front. It's not gonna slide all the way to the front. It's at the 40 something mark, 40, something like that.
Most of our trailers anyway, when we started sliding tandems, we all had that point that we liked anyway, because we knew we was gonna get over the scale with it anyway. So we just kind of threw it what we wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, that's once you actually know what you're doing with sliding. Like, if you don't know what you're doing, don't touch it.
It took me a minute to figure it out. I remember my when we were driving around, my trainer, he was like, we used to drive around at Dallas. Yeah. And, I turn around, I'm driving, I look at the passenger seat, he over there snoring. Yeah. So I just driving.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say his name. I don't want to get in trouble, but yeah.
Yeah. I had to drive it back to the yard. Just keep on driving. Oh, I did good. Yeah, we all did good. We passed. I didn't like how I didn't know nothing about that 45 and 90 degree back. I didn't know nothing about that before I got to that school. Yeah, my school.
I finna say that. Yeah, that right there. That was they already told us before we left the school, that was gonna be bread and butter right there.
Yeah, so I didn't know nothing about that. My school didn't. Only thing my school taught me was offset and parallel and straight line back.
You brought your CDL school?
Mm-hmm. And I got that like 45 degrees, 90. What is you talking about? I'm like, oh damn, it's a repeated school, man.
See, I had to take the 90 of my CDL test.
Oh, you did? Yeah.
I had to do the offset and a 90. Yep. I get my license. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, for me, that was optional. I didn't have to do it if I didn't want to. But they did tell us at my school if we did it, then we didn't have to do parallel. Which I mean, it didn't matter to me, but parallel, to this day I still ain't got no use for parallel.
Man, me either. I ain't never did parallel. I knew we weren't gonna have to do parallel.
When last time you seen somebody parallel a trailer?
I ain't never seen nobody parallel no damn trailer, no tractor trailer.
I haven't done it in so long.
I wouldn't even know what to do. I don't even, what is the point? What is offset? Have y'all ever seen anybody do offset?
Yeah, offset, yes. I don't know if you pull up and do, we do that a lot, but parallel, no.
But what incident do you do offset?
I mean, when you in a Coca-Cola account at Snyder, you go to some tight situations, you will do the offset in the 90s. You will back that one Tyler, Texas. The one in Tyler, Texas, you got to, like you feel like you have to bag back a mile to get to the top.
Oh, okay. Yeah, nah, I never did. Yeah. I would just thought that offset would be like, say if you were in Dock 21 and they tell you to get in Dock 22.
Yeah, I mean, on that situation too, yes, that's true. But on those backhand techniques, especially on the Coca-Cola account, you would use all of them. The offset, the 90, the 45.
Yeah. I can see the 45 and 90. Yeah, I see that. I've done the 45 and 90, but I was saying parallel, I never had to do them. Not
man, the problem with a lot of them Coca-Cola yards is they put them trailers. It seemed like they got an organization to it. What they do for them. But when you coming in, especially if you ain't never been there before, you can like, how am I supposed to make a turn in this?
Yeah.
So you sit there, and I'm gonna be real with you. The first couple of times I went to some of the places, they was mad at me because I got out. I was like, man, first of all, you got a choice. I can get out and look, or I can just drive in and we can fill this paperwork out together.
Yeah.
Cause the bottom line is, if I don't get out and look, I'm finna hit some shit.
Exactly. Yeah, I get out and look 4-5 times, make sure I ain't finna hit nothing. Why did you like stop driving trucks? Like, what made you get into towing and stuff?
So, after Snyder, I wound up like really. I got custody of my oldest, which I had been had custody, but at this point it became where his mom. I ain't gonna say she a bad parent, but we got two totally different parenting styles, and to be honest, to this day, I still believe on a lot of fronts a woman can't raise a man. So now that he's older, my oldest is 11. So he's old now, and I had to put boot to ass because he started feeling himself.
Yep, because it's like you need to be more at home.
Yeah, to actually be around and like you say, let your presence be known. Because being on the road, you come home 36-hour reset, and okay, I see you for a couple hours, but I know you finna be on, 3 a.m. next day.
Yeah,
that ain't nothing right there. I'm gonna keep doing what I want to do. I can't have it.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I went through the same thing. I couldn't. I did it for a little bit, but honestly, for me, I really never been out of Texas before I started trucking. Ever. It was cool seeing that stuff and going out, but I thought about home all the time. Thought about my kids all the time. I'm like, man, like I gotta be with them. And exactly, it seemed like everything started kind of messing up when I'm gone. They know I'm gone. House just fall apart.
Kids will definitely take advantage of it.
They sure will. You're right about that.
Yeah. That's true. I think me and JD, we kind of left on similar terms. Because I left for the same reason.
Yeah.
Not because I got custody, because my wife had a child. And I went on maternity leave. And like I said, I was making $300. So I went on maternity leave for 2 weeks. The first week I sat at home with my wife. And the second week on my maternity leave, I went to Yellow. I worked at Yellow for a week. Just in case if I didn't like it, I got to go back to Snyder. But I liked it. Then I told Snyder I wasn't coming back. Then the guy called me a week later and said, we're gonna start doing this guarantee $1,000. I'm like, it's too late now.
Yeah. They did that with me too, man. I was kind of mad because I want to go back. I was on the Walmart account and they did the same thing. That we for the guaranteed weekly pay $1,000 a week. Like, what? I'm like, man, but you gotta go do orientation, man. I'm like, nah.
There when they do, I'm finna say they even do like hourly pay now, but like I said, for me, it's still. Well, I mean, if I was gonna go back, it'll work a little better. The situation for me has changed. Got a new lady in my life, and we rolling strong. But at the same time, like I'm doing well enough, doing towing and repo and stuff where I ain't got to be gone like that. I'm actually finna look for a job where I'm doing a 4-day work week.
Yep.
Because I tell everybody, you can't buy back time with money.
Sure can't.
You can't do it. And I'm finna say for me, like I was in the military, so I got money coming from the VA. So I don't need as much money, but at the same time, if you got that extra money, hell, put it away for a rainy day. You never know when you're gonna need it. But just cause, like I said, the younger me, if I had this extra money, I'd have been blowing it. The older me is like, hey, put that away and don't look at it.
Yeah, you're right. So that's what I was gonna ask y'all too. So has y'all relationship with y'all significant other improved, got worse? Like when y'all was trucking, on the road, whatever. Like how was that?
So for me, I ain't really have a significant other per se. I had some ladies that drifted in and out of my life at points and times. So I wasn't alone, but I wasn't in a sense being held down like that either.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, for me, I guess it took some time to get used to because I was working a job like I was home every day. Went to work 8 hours at home every day to maybe gone 5 days, leave out Monday morning and come back Friday. So I'm gone almost 4.5, 5 days. So it took some time to get adjusted. But after a while, she got adjusted to it. At the same time, she was having her first kid. So my wife having her first kid. So it took some time to get used to. Then she was 9 months pregnant and I was on the road and she was nervous. She might have it and I was gone somewhere. So
yeah,
that was stressful too.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. It's like mine was kind of different. They were like, when I'm gone, they want me home. When I'm home, you want me gone. Like, which one is it? You know, oh, well, yeah, I miss you, but I don't miss you. I miss you, I don't miss you. I mean, I used to couldn't wait to get back on the road. But when I was home, I did enjoy my time at home. So it was back and forth for me. Back and forth, I'd say.
I mean, I kind of enjoy my time at home, but also I ain't gonna lie, I actually enjoy sleeping in the truck. I actually like it a little bit.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I actually liked it a little bit. I had to sit up high. I ain't have a TV or nothing, but I had it set up the way I wanted it.
Yeah, me too. It was comfortable. It really was. It was comfortable. And the crazy thing for me, I used to bring my truck home up the street, and I would sleep in the truck at home sometimes.
I ain't doing all that.
I just did it. I don't know why. It was really comfortable. You're right. Like I really enjoyed it. My daughter, she slept.
I mean, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool to sleep in the truck, like to be comfortable. Because I was gonna say, I know I got rid of my my old mattress. They gave me a new one, and then I took my one off the top because, like I said, that was my truck. When nobody finna sleep up there, and I used that as storage. But when I was home, I wouldn't worry about that truck. I locked that thing up in the yard, and I was in my bed.
Yeah.
How was the time when you guys training when you left? Because to be honest, I think Snyder only do a week with a trainer. I think how long did one to do? 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
It's a week. It's a week. If you good on your stuff, your trainer could release you in a week. But it's people that took longer than a week to get released.
Yeah.
The other dude from my area that came up there with me, he was with his trainer for 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
3 weeks.
Yeah.
He was still having trouble backing and stuff. The school we went to, if he ever wanted to go back, they'll train him and everything again for free.
But now I remember, I honestly think that the way that they did it was off. And we all know I done been job hopping like it wasn't nothing. I feel like,
oh yeah, we know you play hopscotch.
I've been going. I got a video coming out about that soon. So anybody watching, do not job hop. It's a myth when they tell you, oh, you got a CDL, you can go get any job. No. But I got a video coming out about that soon. But the whole training process, to me, I don't think they should have done it that way. I think just a week with a trainer, they call them TEs. A week with that trainer is not enough, especially for a new driver. 2 weeks? Yeah, I think so. I don't think so. I think they should have had us out there driving, doing it. What they had us doing was coming in and doing paperwork and, watching videos and doing backing and going out on the road every day. I don't think they should have did that like that. I think they should have did it like you go out with a mentor. We don't have to sleep in a truck together, but go out and drive every day, bag up the docks, get out on the road, experience what it is, when you out there on the road. I didn't like that.
You know, okay, so I could see what you're saying, kinda, but at the same time, I feel like they did it the right way. Your first week, you in the class, you learning their systems and everything. That second week, you get behind the truck because first of all, I don't care what nobody say. If you're a truck driver, the only way you get better is being behind the wheel.
Yeah.
That's the only way you're gonna get better. So that second week, we went in the yard, we were doing slow maneuver stuff like that. We go out on the road, have about 20 minutes of drive time, whatever, switch with whoever. I mean, technically we did the same thing in school when we was learning how to drive. Now that week or more that you can spend with a trainer, if you need more time, you can get more time. But at the same time, you gotta remember, until you on your own, you getting paid you getting paid nothing, really.
Was it like $80? Was it $80 a day?
Yeah.
Wasn't it $80
it was like 80 a day while you was out in training status. And if you look at that, that check and you like, hey, I got to get some money, my boy. Plus, with my trainer feet stunk, yo. So I had to get up out of there.
I agree with you too. Because the reason why, you remember when we all got done, me, JD, and all the rest of the people, right? We all started a group chat. Everybody was left that day. We started a group chat, and a lot of people did not know how to do a lot of stuff. But me personally, I was my trainer, and I was the only person with my P. It was a woman, and I drove the whole time. She didn't drive that one time to get everything. It was just me, so I didn't think I needed more. A week was all I needed. They said,
I'm finna say I pulled. Yeah, I'm finna say my trainer. I went to the truck. He pulled his stuff over. He say, "Hey, let's do our pre-trip and get up out of here." So rolling out the gate, I was driving, and I ain't have no problem with that because I was trying to show my man's that I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I wish I would.
Like I said, I understand. I had to spend at least a week, like, and them five including. Because matter of fact, what was crazy, driving we had that storm and everything, but I was driving in Chicago.
What?
I was up in Chicago driving. So wow, when I came back into the storm. But up in Chicago, I was driving through it like it was nothing. Like the only thing I really had to be careful of was, and that's with anybody, bridges, taking turns too fast, especially if you come in, you come around a blind curve or something like that. But and it was actually better to set the truck in manual to take some of them curves and stuff and them hills and everything that we was taking. But I mean, it was a good experience. Like when I came back to Texas and the roads was crazy, I was like, oh, this was nothing. Like Chicago was crazy.
Yeah, I know it was after the shots. No, it was crazy over there. But then that's another thing that I didn't understand too. I got lucky. My trainer was going to be on the account that I was going to be on. A lot of people, I think y'all was on a completely different, like, trainer that was on a completely different account too, right?
Yeah, my trainer was she was regional. So I did the same thing JD did. I got caught up in that snowstorm too. So my first experience with snow, I had a trainer talk me through it, how to do it, and I got comfortable with it.
Yeah, because it was like the driving wasn't that hard for me. That's why I was like, I wish I would have done 2 weeks. The driving part, I got comfortable with that pretty quick. It was a system that they had on their tablets. That was what was a hard one. Was doing everything, because with all the jobs I had, I would say Snyder's technology was really the hard part. Even though they did teach us that in the school, because that's really what they were trying to focus on while we were in classroom. But still, in there looking at videos, you ain't gonna really get it. I'm only gonna get it when I get out there in the truck. And then that account that I was on, they had a bunch of different paperwork that you had to fill out and stuff like that, and different it was a whole bunch of different. The system was just kind of hard for me to remember and stuff like that. So that's why I'm like, yeah.
I mean, it was difficult at first. Then once you catch on to it, it became nothing. To be honest, it seems overwhelming. It's a lot to learn, but once you figure it out, it's pretty easy.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, I think for me, the issue with the system was my tablet, because I actually had to trade my tablet out, but my tablet kept crashing.
Yeah. Yep. Mine too.
That was my issue.
Yeah, mine too.
I changed mine out too.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm finna say them, because them paper logs, like it was crazy. I actually I think I was on my last paper log on my way back from being on my 36,000. I told me, it was like, hey, we finna send you here. I said, hey, y'all can't send me nowhere. I ain't got no more paper logs. I gotta come in and get paper logs, and then I can go, because y'all know y'all tablet's trash.
Yeah. Yep. 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 You sure right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you're right.
And and we all know as truckers. Granted, DOT, I had 2 interactions with them. I had one interaction when I was coming Marcus, but I got, they hit the overhead light, so the trucks had to get weighed. They seen the truck dude was like, "Nah, you good." So I just went ahead and rolled through. I was empty anyway, but they checked my lock or whatever, kept it moving.
Yeah.
But a lot of the places I heard that, they don't really mess with Snyder, because Snyder usually on point when it comes to having their loads right. They drivers usually, following protocol. Not to say just because that company got that reputation that there ain't some people out there that's doing the wrong thing. So if you are going to Snyder, take that with a grain of salt. Do the right thing. That's all I'm gonna say, because you can get hemmed up real quick.
Why did y'all get y'all CDL?
I got off active duty in 2017. From 2017 to 2019, I was in the Texas National Guard, and I did a couple of jobs trying to figure out where I wanted to be. I was a delivery guy. I was an armed security guard. Doing Uber and Lyft, paid my bills for a little while, because I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I could drive. That's something I could do. I was good at it, still good at it. But wound up hearing they was like, well, you make good money driving trucks or whatever. And at the time, like I said, because as I said before, my situation changed. But when I decided to get my CDL, I was good, like single, still taking care of my kids and everything. But seeing them provide money, whatever the case may be, that I was already doing that, but I didn't have anybody in my household. So for me, trucking was the move. I could go out, come back, see my boys, go make this money, come back, see my boys, and that was gonna be my rotation. So got my CDL thinking, that was gonna be the next couple of years of my life, and nah, that didn't happen.
Yeah, them plans really don't be working out though. I tell you that. It's always something different.
Mine somewhat sort of like that, but not really. Like I said, I was working at FedEx Freight as a diesel mechanic. Then I lost a job. Then I wanted something different. And since I was at FedEx Freight, I knew about the LTL business. So I was like, man, I'm gonna get my CDL. Then once I finish get my CDL, I'm gonna apply back to FedEx Freight and drive for them. I basically got mine because being a mechanic, you do a lot of twisting and turning. You always saw, you heard you busting your knuckle. Then I was a welder. I did a lot of welding. So I got tired of breathing all that chemical in, that welding smoke, make my lungs hurt and all that stuff. I'm thinking I looked at some of the old mechanics, see how they look. I'm like, no, I don't want to look like that. I want to be all busted up and hurt, back hurt all the time. Every bone in your body hurts. So like, man, I do something different. If I would wear my body down. So that's why I switched to get my CDL.
unemployment ended up paying for mine and stuff. And I didn't know what I was gonna do. I just know before that I was in the warehouse and I used to look at those drivers and pull up like, man, they got it easy. All they doing is driving all day and we loading and unloading their trucks. They hollering at us about not loading their trucks on time. I thought it was gonna be a real easy job. Later on, fast forward, I ended up getting my CDL through unemployment, and it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy at all. So
it wasn't easy.
No, it wasn't easy. I thought you could bag that trailer. I thought you'd be able to bag that trailer in 5 minutes. I'm like, man, I can do that, man. First day I got in that truck, trainer said, all right, bag that trailer in them cones over there. I said, all right, man, I'm gonna get it in, man. I'm talking about that trailer was way over there. I'm like, what? Yeah. Now, if it had to show you something, because everybody that came into school thought the same thing. And I was like, man, that was something else. But yeah, that trailer be moving though. I know that.
I would say I ain't never had really problem backing trailers because if you can back a small trailer, you can back a big trailer. The only difference is when it comes to bigger trailers, like pulling up for most people 53 foot trailer. Quarter turns are your best friends when it comes to backing.
Mm-hmm.
So, because when you got them little 24 footers, you sneeze wrong, and it's going to Oklahoma.
Yeah. Yep. You sure right. I bet one of them at one time. I thought it was gonna be easier. Nope. I mean, I know you know about that. Do me in line haul and stuff.
Well, that is hard. It's harder to back the 23s and the 53s. I mean, 28, 20. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I mean, it is kind of harder to back a. I ain't gonna say it's harder. It's just the shorter trailers get away from you real quick. Cause the longer trailer takes longer to turn.
Yeah.
And you can
sit there with the long trailer and look in you can literally sit there with a long trailer, put one hand out the window, look at your mirror, and roll it left, right, no problem. Because as soon as it comes, you see too much side on one mirror, you know that you need to correct on the other. But them short trailers, you see too much in one mirror, then you need to start over.
Yeah. Yep.
Because you're not getting back under that before something is really messed. You're not finna get back under it.
Nah, you sure not.
I don't care how fast you turn. If anything, you're gonna wind up jackknifing and cracking something.
Mm-hmm. Cracking something, pulling something off. I learned by saying turn towards your problem. I was like, okay, turn towards your problem. Boom. Fix it up.
And that usually now for long trailers that works. That don't work for short trailers. I swear it don't.
You gotta be really quickly with it. You gotta be really whoop. Yeah.
And by the time with them little trailers, as soon as you notice the problem is big.
Mm-hmm.
Like let me say the way I knew that I was not gonna have a problem backing, I took the 24 foot trailer, took it back 50 feet, no problem. So at that point, I was like, oh, that's nothing. Once you could control a little trailer like that, big trailers is nothing.
Yeah.
All you gotta figure, like you said, your tandems, when you figure out where they set it and how your trailer gonna work, especially if you've been working with certain trailers and you know where you need to set it for you to get the control you want. So as soon as you pick up your trailer and you like, oh, this set on the 8th hole. Well, I work from the 12th hole. Let me move it back there. And you just about with any trailer you pick up, as long as you put it on there, you can tell where it's gonna go, what you want to do. So, but that, like I said, once again, that comes with experience. And that even experienced drivers still mess up. It's still when you're driving a manual. Every manual truck, I don't care what they tell you, every manual truck has a different sweet spot when it comes to clutching.
That is 100% true. Cause I stalled out in the middle of the highway, like 3 days ago.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that. I'm automatic restriction. No.
That well, of course, for any, granted, we probably have to make another video about this as well. But there are plenty of drivers. Most companies are going to automatics, but if you're driving flatbed, hauling frac sand, stuff like that, you will be driving a manual vehicle. So, and it's not the same. It's not the same as driving a stick shift and a Porsche or anything like that. Double clutching is a total different beast.
Yeah. Yes, it is. You are absolutely right about that.
You can float gears, but even floating gears, once again, comes with experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, because be honest, when I float gears, be honest, the older the truck, the more easy it is to float gear. The newer the truck is kind of harder. That's for me though, float gear.
But I would say because with the older trucks, those transmissions they've been worn. I ain't gonna say they've worn out, but they got some seasoning to them. So instead of me having to, if I gotta push harder, then I'm gonna say 5 pounds of pressure to get it out of gear. You probably shouldn't be floating in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes I do both. Now I don't double clutch like they teach in school. I don't double clutch, but I still use the clutch.
Not at all.
I don't. You know what double clutch is?
Yeah, I know what double clutch is. Yeah, I was trying to. So when I was in school, they were trying to teach us. They weren't trying to teach us the double clutch. They were like, you gotta do it, but after you get out of school, you
do have a double clutch on your test. We take the written driving test. You have to double on that, but
the easiest way I learned how to double clutch the Addams Family song.
Yeah, that's what he kept singing in the school.
If you think about it,
yeah, yep.
Because it goes. If you sing the Addams Family song, dun dun dun, clutch. Mm-hmm. That's how fast you need to be.
You ain't never heard of that term?
If you think about that in your head, that second, those 2 seconds, dun, you out and then you back in.
Yeah.
Because the longer you stay off, that you losing your RPMs. After you lose your RPMs so much, you gotta rev it back up to drop it, or you gotta maintain it to try to drop it back in because you're gonna lose a gear.
Yeah.
So my mom the easiest way to double clutch Addams Family song, you go to your double clutching like that, and 9 times out of 10, once you get that rhythm and know where you're going, you'll never miss.
True.
I didn't know you got them old school truckers and like, oh no, automatic, you gotta do automatic or whatever, no, manual.
The easiest way to not get your vehicle stolen these days?
How?
Drive a manual.
Oh yeah.
Because there are too many people that they don't know how to drive a manual, so they go in there and see that now, they were like, "No, I'm good."
Nope, I'm good. Yep, I don't know how to drive a standard car either myself.
Let me tell you, I did not. So I taught myself how to drive a manual in Afghanistan, and then when I got back to the States, because I was already into dirt bikes and stuff, I was like, yo, why didn't I just apply this when I was teaching myself how to drive a manual? I thought it was different, which is different in the fact, of course, of how you're sitting. But other than that, if you can transfer riding a motorcycle over to driving or vice versa, you can do damn near anything you want.
Yeah, see, I know. That's what I'm saying, because I have been certain jobs I've had that I wanted that were like local, close to me and all that. turned me down because I didn't have it.
Yeah, I mean, there for me. I would say there's no drawback to being able to drive a manual versus an automatic because 9 times out of 10, Joe Blow up the street can drive this automatic just like I can. But guess what? When this automatic go down, they say, well, who can drive this manual? And Joe Blow can't, but I can. I'm still making my money.
Still making your money. Yep. Joe Blow got to go home.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. You sure
he got to wait for his truck to come back up.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So right. All right, y'all. This is all I got for y'all today. Don't forget to check out my boy JL45 Life. And JD, you got anything you want to shout out, man?
Man, I'm just keep it, short, sweet, to the point. Hey, y'all like, subscribe, all that to this. If you like hearing my voice, let them know down in the comments. Y'all will hear me. You'll never see me, but you'll hear me.
Maybe one day, man. Maybe one day we'll get a face reveal, but it is what it is. So we getting
man. I'm gonna give them my avatar, and we'll work up to it.
All right, cool. All right, y'all. Like the video, man. Subscribe. Leave me a comment. Let me know what y'all thinking. I'll see y'all in the next one.